Hi, welcome to our channel. My name's Dan. I'm here in the Philippines on the Island of Bohol. Downstairs today. My wife's making some breakfast, so I'm just hanging out. I made these yesterday. I got several bags of chainsaw sawdust from Jimalina trees. I don't know how dry it is, but it should be fine for what I'm using it for. And I used a 1 burner hot plate to heat up my wax pot, which is a old rice pot that the unit stopped cooking, but it still warms. So if I get it melted with this and then put it in with a warmer, it stays good and liquid. The first thing I did was, oh, holy cow, he's early on there. Took some toilet paper things and I jammed them full of sawdust, chainsaw sawdust, and then I used a half of a third or whatever of a pop can as a ladle and just poured it down the center. I had these sitting inside of the plastic cap of a spray can, and the wax just flowed straight through them. I'd flip them over and flip them over and pour them down through again. I don't know how saturated it got inside, and then there was a little bit of wax left in the container, and I just laid them down there and soaked them in that, and then put them over here on this lid. As you can see, a lot came out from that drainage. I should have let them drain more, but again, all I got to do is just pop the wax out of that, throw that back in the container. I'm out of wax right now. I used my last 2 candles that I found today or the other day for wax, and then I still had about ½ inch of wax in the pot. So then I started taking handfuls of just the raw sawdust in there and kept stirring that around until there was no more liquid. Then I just took that stuff and jammed it inside of the spray can caps. And I think what I'll do is I'll fill my wax container up. I don't think there's much wax in there left. I scraped it all out. I think I'll fill that up with water and then get it boiling, and then take a pair of pliers and hold on to the side of this like that, dip those down inside the boiling water for 30 seconds or a minute, and I think the starter will just pop out. Now they're fairly solid, not real solid, but I don't think they'll come out on their own. I have 2 of them that are in Heineken cans. That one feels real solid. This is what was left over a little bit there. It's coming out. Came to the top of the can anyway. I can't get it to come all the way out with one hand. But it's loose in there. It's not coming. Thought maybe I could grab a piece of sawdust wood there to pull it out, but it's not quite solid enough. But they turned out pretty nice. I'm sure they'll burn fantastically. And the way we did this before was we got the wax, the wood chips all saturated in wax, and then jammed them into the toilet paper rolls and then let them cool down, and then took a hacksaw and cut them up into 3/4 inch or inch wide strips, and then you just tear off the paper off of it and it's like that. And we were using that for light our charcoal back when we cook with that. These don't feel very heavy though. I'm just kind of wondering if they're, well, I'm squeezing it in the center. It feels very hard through the center, so I think this would probably be perfect. And that was an idea from our friend Judd. Those are his fire starters. It should be fine. I did 4 of those, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in containers. But I figured with these ones here, I was just going to break the caps off of them. But I figured it'd just take a few minutes to heat up some water and dip them in there, and I would think they would break free of the cap. Not sure, but I would just think they would. Then throw them in a plastic bag and keep one with me in my pack or whatever. But I thought I'd use them here and do a couple tests with them and see how long they burn. I would think one of these right here would probably burn 15 minutes, be my guess. But make a little fat wood fire and get one of those fire starters started, and set up a double bridge fire, something like that. Yeah, that'll be my plan this afternoon. So I'm waiting for some breakfast right now. It's got to be 1 o'clock. So little thunder rumbling up in the mountains. But take care, everybody. That was my little project last night. Just something to do, screwing around. Thanks for watching. Take care.